Great to be back in Melbourne, the world leader in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. The weather can't seem to make up its mind. The Demons supporters look like they've taken time off working on their PhDs to be with us this afternoon. It's a full house. Accompanying me is Matthew Richardson.
Hi Dan, really excited about this one today. The Queen's Birthday Clash is always a great occasion between the Victorian sides, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend my Monday than being here in the commentary box for this blockbuster.
The batters look great as the players get set to run through them. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The batter looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. We have the toss of the coin. The Magpies kicking with the wind in this opening turn. Well, here we are at the halfway mark of the season, and we're really starting to get a feel for who the title contenders are this year.
When there are teams talking about games being a must-win at this point of the season, they're not wrong. Time is running out for teams to secure a spot in the top 8.
Both these teams coming off losses. These lineups look very strong, and both teams look fired up and set to go. Waiting for the siren now. Here we go. It's Melbourne versus the Magpies. Gorn punches. Oliver gets the ball. Crisp intercepts it. He handballs it. Langdon doesn't want it. He hands it back. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Boots it. A mark by Broomhead. A low stabbing kick. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Jams it on the boot now. The mark is taken by Jones. A rushed kick. Nice mark there. That came off the boot with huge power. Fasolic looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Lewis from behind. Sends the Sharon on its way. Taken by Hannon. Works it across the ground. Crisp marks it. Bumps the pigskin. Nice mark there. Looks like he panicked there. Marks. That's a piercing kick from Broomhead. A solid mark from Fasola. Boots it. Pendlebury has it.
Pendlebury would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. It's on its way. Sends it home with a huge kick.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Deft touch from Gore. The bouncing ball is controlled. Umpire calls for the ball. Guided down nicely by Gore. A desperate kick there. Wells slams it on the boot. It's been intercepted by the opposition. Wells goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Nice mark under pressure.
Broomhead's shown a lot of character with his recent performances. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Maynard with the mark. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Maynard takes a shot. It's in the air. Maynard sinks the long kick.
2 goals up for the Magpies. The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Gawn gets onto the ball. Side bottom gets a hard bump from Brayshaw. Hannon puts his head down and runs in. Harms with the tap. Good tap from side bottom. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Guided down nicely by Reed. Melksham unloads one towards goal. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. Melksham sinking his first goal. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. And there's the bounce. Gawn guides it. Is in his possession. Intercepted by Brayshaw. First possession for Hogan. Time to take a look at the stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. Collingwood just slightly ahead with 4-3. Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 4-3.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. The first break is finished and play is set to commence.
Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you.
Intercept by Dunn. Intercepted. Oliver with another possession. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. Slips the handball to Crisp. Gawn with the interception. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. In the back. They should dust him for fingerprints. Kicked in a flurry. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. And the mark will be paid.
Pendlebury is a very intelligent guy. He always seems to make the right decisions no matter what's happening on field around him. Hand passes to the running man. Hibbard intercepted that well. Dishes it off to the running player. Jones handballs it.
Guided by Jetta. Maynard gets it on the bounce. Vince aims for his man on the ground. Rushed behind, just a point. Looks like he's going to go long. Plays onto himself. Kicks. Marks. A stab kick from Oliver. Grundy with the mark.
Collingwood are having shots for goal on the run rather than looking to hit targets inside 50. And why shouldn't they when they have so many quality kicks in the team? And the ball goes over the boundary line.
Moore directs it down. Broomhead delivers a nice bump for Jones. Down goes Oliver. Oliver kicks it. Brayshaw marks. Gets boot to leather. Melksham has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Jams it on the boot now. I guess it was worth a go. The bouncing ball is controlled. Tyson passes. Intercepted by Wells. He's got the football now. Broomhead taps. Salem is able to grab it on the half volley. Salem with the mighty fist. Hogan watching, waiting, hoping. The Demons trailing by less than 2 goals.
Howell's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Harms wins the contested ball. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Has the chance to even things out here. Goal for the Demons. Score's level now.
The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here we go. McDonald thumps it forward. Gallant with the ball. Ball up in the centre square. Moore hits it. Gains possession. Handballs to the running man. Good tap from Brayshaw. Controlled by Wells. Wells sends one up towards the wing. McDonald takes the mark. Looks like he panicked there. Is there anything interesting in the stats, Richo?
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 14-13. The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage.
Much appreciated, Richo. We're halfway through this match and things are getting interesting. The third quarter has begun.
How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a loser or a winner.
Takes possession, tackled, but gets the handball off. Blair heads in for the goals. A chance to add one more to his tally. Score for Collingwood. A one-goal lead for Collingwood. All is in readiness. Great bounce. Good tap from Gorn, guided by Hogan. The spilled ball is collected. He smashes and bashes it. Nice interception. Lewis gets it out of the congestion. He runs into the goal, heads up the corridor. He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. Nice mark under pressure.
Dunn has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Salem slams the ball to his boot. He marks the ball. Grundy boots it.
Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. The mark is taken by Garlett. Gets boot to high. Wins the hard ball. Boots it. Coughed up by Adams. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. The mark missed by Dunn. Lewis hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Harms heads in for the goals. Just fell through. Only the smallest of margins in it now. Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Gorn with the mighty fist, tapped by Hogan. Lucky bounce collected. Gains possession. Hoskin Elliott finally touches the footy. Clean tap by Hoskin Elliott. Great grab. Sends the ball inside his attacking 50. Tyson has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. 35 metres out. Going for goal number 1. Chalk up a goal for Melbourne. Melbourne by 6 points.
Tyson can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Grundy with the punch. Hibbert picks up the bouncing ball. Grundy coming off. Ball up in the centre square. Moore leave the pinatas for the kids. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Batted down nicely by Hogan. Collected by Melksham. Gets the ball free. Kicks it across the ground. McDonald up. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Good mark by Tyson. He boots it. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. The Demons by 7 points. Houck waiting to bring it back into play. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
In terms of marking, neither team looks to have an advantage over the other. Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 22-17.
Insightful, Richo. The players are starting to feel the strain of the first 3 quarters now.
You can't just beat a team, you have to leave a lasting impression in their minds so that they never want to see you again.
They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. He smashes and bashes it. Lining up the goal now. A monster kick will be required from here. Gathered by Lewis. Boots it. Taken by Garlett.
Garlett is a great mark on the league, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be a star. Jones takes advantage. Melksham with beautiful hands above the head. He really is a great target to kick to.
Nice mark under pressure. 50 metres out. Sailor going for number 1. Goal. When he's on song, he sings a very good song. Melbourne could score the last 3 goals. Melbourne by 13. The ball has been bounced.
The Demons are just absolutely dominating the clearances. No doubt that's why they're winning. Wells handballs to the man on the move. Gawn giving away a free. Sending it on its way. That's a mark. He slams that on the boot. Oliver gets the upper hand.
Boots it. Lewis presents and takes the mark. Low kick. So well timed. Crisp with the kick. Side bottom from behind. Looks like he panicked there. Dunn marks.
Dunn is a great mark on the lead, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be a star. A good hit out there. Side bottom by hand. Bug picks up the ball. Greenwood sends it back. Sending it on its way. A good contested mark there.
35 metres out. Well, if you could hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. Goal to the Magpies. The Magpies will be trying to kill the momentum of the opposition. All is in readiness. The bounce, laser straight. Grundy timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Oscar Elliott aims for his man on the ground. Hunt, handball short. He kicks inside 50. He gets above the crowd. He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand out on the full. Looks like he panicked there. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He takes the shot. Plucks it out of the air. It's shaved the post. Well, football is a great game, but this has been an amazing game of football. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Melbourne and the Magpies?
Well, it looked as though Collingwood were on track for a clinical win, but their fade-out wasn't part of the plan, and the Demons could fall back for a terrific win.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. Melbourne have claimed the match with a final score of 33-25. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch you next time.